Hello friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing great. So guys, let's continue with our discussion on cost accounting systems that we have been doing, and we were discussing on the practical problems now, right, which is very important. And a lot of people were still having the confusion regarding the handbooks, right? I'll try to just clear one confusion regarding the handbook Duo and the Trio in cost accounting. Sir, in handbook Duo you will get the concept book and the question answer book that is solved in black and white form. In Trio book you will get the content will remain the same, but the concept book will be colored, and additionally you will be getting the one day revision booklet, right? So the choice is yours. The content of the concept book and the question book remains the same in Duo and Trio, right? But we have in the colored form because some students were saying that sir, it is easier to understand and it is easier to remember the things from the colored form. That is why we came up with this Trio set, right? So it is totally your choice. You want to go for the Duo or you want to go for the Trio. The content is same, so nothing to worry about it, right? And one more thing I would like to share with you, that in the July exams, in the July 21 exams, some of the questions were directly from our book, right, which were not there in even in the study mat or PM or RTP or MTP or previous year. Those were not one or two questions. One was from the process costing, which was not there anywhere, right? So it was given, the similar question was there in our book. So definitely it will help you in solving the questions, right? But the choice is yours, that how much benefit you people want to take it or not. Okay, now continuing with our session on the cost accounting systems, we have done up till question number 5. Now we will be doing question number 6. Let's do it. You are given the following information of the cost account of the cost department of a manufacturing company. So some information is given regarding the stores, that opening balance is given, purchase is given, transfer from work in progress, issue to work in progress. So read the question very carefully. The small things you need to read the in the question very carefully. One is transfer from work in progress. The other one is issue to work in progress, right? Then issues to repair and maintenance, that is factory overheads. Shortages found in the stock taking, I'll tell you how to treat this. Work in progress, opening balance, direct wages applied, overheads applied. What is meant by applied? When you are given the word applied, it means absorbed, right? Applied means absorbed. So the closing balance is given 15,20,000. Further, finished products, entire output is sold at a profit of 12% on actual cost from work in progress, right? So this is a profit margin on cost. Other information, the wages incurred 29,40,000. This is the actual wages incurred. Clear? Overheads incurred 95,50,000. This is the actual overheads incurred. This is my actual overheads, right? So this is my actual overheads. Income from investments 4 lakh, loss on sale of fixed assets 8,40,000. Shortage of stock taking is treated as normal loss, right? This here we had the shortage in stock taking 2,52,000, and the question says that you have to treat this shortage as normal loss. And during the discussion, during the journal entries, there is one journal entry. Open your handbooks, and in the handbooks go to the material section. There you have the treatment of normal loss, one journal entry related to the treatment of normal loss, right? Prepare the stores ledger control account, WIP control account, costing P&L account, and profit and loss account, right? I'm just leaving this reconciliation statement for the time being. This we will discuss after the chapter of reconciliation, right? Which is after this chapter of cost accounting systems. Then we'll move on to the reconciliation statement. So you have to prepare SLC, WIP, costing P&L, and profit and loss account. This profit and loss account is financial one, right? Financial profit and loss account. Now, see, you have information related to the stores. You have information related to the work in progress. What else information do you have? You have information related to the overheads. You have information related to the wages, right? Sir, what about this income from investment? What about this income from investment and this part, right? This is purely a financial charge. This is purely a financial transaction, right? So for the time being, whenever you are preparing the cost accounting records, we are not going to consider it. Clear? So forget about this part right now. Sir, then why it is given in the question? I'll tell you the treatment later on, that why it is given. Clear? So nothing to worry right now, nothing to worry as such. Clear, sir? Now, he is asking you for the SLC and WIP account only. After that, costing P&L and P&L. Yes, right? But we will prepare the wages account also, and we will prepare the overheads account also. Sir, wages account you can leave if you want to, but overheads account you cannot leave. Why you cannot leave the overheads account, I will tell you. Nothing to worry about it. Just prepare for the time being. Just listen that you have to prepare the overhead account. Now why it is important, even if the question is silent, even if the question doesn't require the preparation of overhead account, then why do we have to prepare the overhead account in such a case? Listen to it very carefully. This is a very important question from the examination point of view. Again, 10 marks question, such questions are expected. And why such questions are more expected? Because these are the kind of tricks that ICI play with you, right? They haven't asked for a account, but they have given the information. That means there is some hidden information that is to be extracted from that particular account, right? So what we are going to prepare is, and the methodology remains the same. You have to prepare all the formats first, right? So the first will be the SLC account, right? Then we are going to have WIP ledger control account, WIP control account. After that, we will prepare, I will prepare the wages account also, right? And I will prepare the factory overheads account also. Factory overheads account also, right? After that, what else is required? Then we will prepare the costing P&L. I'll prepare the GLA account also. I'll prepare GLA account also, right? Then I will prepare costing P&L, costing profit and loss account, and then the last will be my financial profit and loss account. That is the P&L account, right? This is my financial part. Right, sir? So, lot of accounts to be prepared. Get ready for it. Let's go. Let's start with one by one transaction. Let's start with the stores first. SLC, opening balance is 12,60,000. So, we are going to write this 12,60,000 in the opening balance, right? To opening balance, that is 12,60,000. Okay. 12,60,000. Next transaction is purchases, that is 67 lakh 20,000. Now what is the entry for purchases? Can you tell me? SLC to GLA. Any doubt? SLC to GLA. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? No, sir. So I will write here to GLA 67 lakh 20,000. The other entry will go where? The other entry will go in GLA account, that is by SLC, right? Okay, I'll leave some space here. I'll leave the first line here. I'll write by SLC 67 lakh 20,000. Clear, sir? Now coming to the next transaction, that is transfer from WIP. Transfer from WIP. So the entry will be, my stores will increase, my WIP will decrease. So the entry will be SLC to WIP, right? SLC to WIP. Sir, what is the value? 33,60,000. Right? So the other entry will be by SLC 33,60,000. Any doubts up till this point? Right? Next entry, issue to work in progress 67,20,000. Great. Now the entry will be reversed, that is by WIP 67,20,000, and in the WIP account I will write to SLC 67 lakh 20,000. Any doubts? Any doubts? Let's move on. Then he says issue to repair and maintenance. That is, repairs and maintenance is what? My factory overheads. So issues to that will be my factory overheads to SLC, right? Factory overheads to SLC. So the entry will be by factory overheads. What is the amount? Is 8,40,000. And in the factory overheads, you will take to SLC 8,40,000. Clear? Next. So we are done with this, right? And now this. Shortages found in the stock taking, and the question says that this shortage of stock taking is to be treated as normal loss. Now, what is the journal entry when we are treating this shortage as a normal loss? The journal entry is that this normal loss is to be absorbed in the units of finished goods. So my unit of finished good will be WIP. So the entry will be WIP to SLC. So the entry will be WIP to SLC. So I'll write here to SLC 2,52,000, right? And here I will write by WIP 2,52,000. Now here regarding the shortage, in some of the books, if you have some other books, you might find that this shortage is considered in the factory overheads account, right? Even that is correct. You can take the shortages as factory overheads. Why it is correct, sir? Listen to it very carefully. The factory overheads are ultimately to be absorbed in the WIP only. So hardly matters. You can either directly take it to WIP or you can take it as factory overheads, and ultimately the factory overheads will be absorbed in the WIP only. Clear? Any doubt? Right, sir. So I'm just clearing your confusions. I'm trying to clear maximum confusions. Now come to work in progress. Opening balance 25,20,000, right? So I will write here to balance brought down 25,20,000. I guess the figure is correct. Yeah, hopefully. Moving on. Next, direct wages applied. So what is the application of direct wages? Sir, what is meant by the application? That is absorbing the direct wages. What is the entry for that? Entry is WIP to wages control, right? So the entry will be to wages control account. It is 25,20,000, right? And in the wages control account, you will take by WIP 25,20,000, right? Next is overheads applied. What is the entry for that? WIP to factory overheads 90,08,000. So WIP to factory overheads control account, that is 90,08,000, and in the factory overheads you will take by WIP 90,08,000, right? This is the application. This is application. Clear? Next is closing balances 15,20,000. Very good, sir. Of what? Of WIP. By balance carried down. That is how much? 15,20,000. Any doubts up till this point? I hope everything is clear. Everything is going smooth. We are just working on the journal entries that we have learned. right? We are not doing anything new here. Now, next is finished products. Entire output is sold at a profit of 12% on the actual cost from work in progress. We'll discuss later on. Wages incurred 29,40,000. So this is the wages incurred. What is the entry for wages incurred, sir? Wages control account debit to GLA account. So I can write here to GLA account, that is 29,40,000, and in the GLA account I will put as by wages 29,40,000. Right? Now look at the wages account. Sir, the total wages incurred is 29,40,000. Out of that, the direct wages are 25,20,000. That means the remaining are the indirect wages. And where do we take the indirect wages? The indirect wages we take it as factory overheads. To factory overheads, that is 4,20,000. Right? So I will write here to wages 4,20,000. To wages 4,20,000. Right? Next we have similarly the overheads incurred are 95,50,000. What is overheads incurred entry? Overheads incurred entry is over factory overheads to GLA account, that is 95,50,000, and in the GLA account I am going to write by factory wages. Sorry, what I am writing? Factory overheads, not wages. What I am writing? By factory overheads 95,50,000. Any doubts? Right, sir? Any other information to be considered right now? This information I told you we have to ignore it. Shortages we have considered right now, only the percentage. That means we can now start with closing the accounts, right? Now we can start with closing the accounts. Clear? So first account we are going to close is SLC account. First account we are going to close is SLC account. Any other entry do you think will come in the SLC? No, sir. Right? So we can close this SLC account. Definitely, sir, we can close it. So I will write by balance carried down. Right? So this will be 35,28,000. 35,28,000. You can write the totals here. Okay. Now, what about the WIP account, sir? What about the WIP account? Sir, in the WIP account, you have the opening balance and closing balance already given to you. The closing balance is given to you, sir. Then what will be the balancing figure? Obviously, the debit side is more than the credit side. What is going to be the balancing figure, sir, in that case? Sir, the balancing figure will be the WIP that has been converted into finished goods. So you need to be careful. In the WIP account, you will either get the finished goods as the balancing figure, or if the balance carried down is not given, then the finished goods figure will be given to you. You will get the balance carried down. Right? A small tip for you. A small tip for the exam. So I'll write by finished goods account, FG account. Right? By FG account. So the figure is 1,61,40,000. Great. So you can write down the totals here, right? Next, coming to the wages account, it is already squared off. Nothing is required. Now, coming to the factory overheads. Now, tell me, now this is the important point here now that you need to remember. Sir, in the factory overheads, this part shows the incurred part. Right? This shows the incurred part and this shows your absorbed part. Now you have to tell me whether the incurred is more than absorbed or the absorbed is more than the incurred. Just look at the figures. Sir, obviously the actually incurred factory overheads are more than the absorbed overheads. Isn't it? Right? When the incurred overheads are more than absorbed overheads, we can say there is an under absorption of overheads. Any doubts? How to treat this under absorption now? In the last lecture also I told you that if you have a opening balance of factory overheads, then that means you are following a practice of carry forwarding the under or over absorption overheads. Do you have the opening balance here? No, sir. Do you have the opening balance of factory overheads in this question? No, sir. That means you are not following the practice of carry forwarding the overheads to next year. Are you getting my point? So that means what is the only alternative left to you? The only alternative is the under absorption will be taken to where? The under absorption will be taken to costing profit and loss account. Right? So my under absorption will be taken to costing profit and loss account. Great, sir. What is the figure? Now this is my under absorption. Right? The figure is 18,02,000. Right? So this, with this, the factory overheads control account is finished. Any doubts? Now listen to it very carefully. While reading the question, I told you that I will tell you why we have to prepare the factory overheads control account. Read the question. There he is asking you to prepare the costing profit and loss account. Right? Now, if you are not going to prepare this factory overheads control account, then that means you will be missing out this figure in the costing profit and loss account. That means your costing profit and loss account will be wrong. Right? That means your costing profit and loss account will be wrong if you miss out on this under absorption of factory overheads. That is why the preparation of this factory overheads control account is important. Now you might say that, sir, we will consider the factory overheads being carry forwarded to the next year. Right? Again, there is a contradiction that I just told you that in case you have a opening balance of factory overheads, that means you are following the practice of carry forwarding it, right? But when the question asks you to prepare the costing P&L account and there is no opening balance given for the factory overheads account, in that case, that is a clear-cut case that shows that you are following the practice of treating the under or over absorption as due to abnormal reasons and transferring it to costing profit and loss account. So you need to be very, 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 very careful with this thing, right? These are small things which can really fetch you marks also, and because of which your marks can get deducted also. Clear? Any doubts up till this point? Now, the next is GLA account. Will come to GLA account later on. Sir, in the costing profit and loss account, we have written nothing as of now. See, the first thing that we are going to write is to, what we are going to write? Factory overheads, right? To factory overheads account. How much? 18,02,000. The next thing is, now what else come in the factory costing P&L account? The one thing that will come is the sales here, and the other thing that comes here is cost of sales here, right? See, the cost of sales is not directly given, neither the account is asked. But what is cost of sales? Sir, whatever is the value of finished goods, that we have converted from WIP, this value, right? This will be my cost of sales. Right, I'm not having any selling and distribution expenses. That means whatever the cost that I have incurred in preparation, in conversion from WIP to FG, this will be my cost of sales. So I can directly transfer this value from finished goods to costing P&L account, 1,61,40,000. So I can directly take it. Right. We can skip preparing the FG control account, or you can prepare the FG control account also. Right, that is totally your choice. So I will write here to FG control account. How much? 1,61,40,000. Can you tell me the value of sales, sir? Can you tell me the value of sales? Sales is at a profit of how much? 12%. So 161 plus 12%. Wait. So my sales will be something different. Wait a second. So my sales will be 1 crore 80 lakh 76,800, right? Sir, how this has been calculated? The question says whatever is the cost, 1 crore 61 lakh 40,000 plus 12%, right? So now can you tell me whether there is a profit or a loss, sir? Can you tell me whether there is a profit or there is a loss? Let's see. Let's try to find out now. So we have a profit, right? And this profit I'm going to transfer it to GLA account, right? So, sir, GLA account. Remember the entries: costing P&L to GLA, to GLA account, that is 1,29,800. Do check with the calculation once, right? I have tried my best, but there can be sometimes there can be mistakes, right? Not always. Now coming to the GLA point, sir, I will write by costing P&L. By costing P&L 1,29,800, right? Now, sir, very interesting part here that you need to remember. Okay, this sales also we are going to record in the GLA, sir. What are you doing? This is by GLA 180,76,800, right? 161. I'm not sure. Yes. So I'll write here to costing profit and loss account. This is for the sales 1 crore 80 lakh 76,800, right? Now just remember one thing, one fact that you have to remember. Here you will have the balance brought down, by balance brought down. Here you will have the balance brought down, sir. Sir, how? How are we going to have the balance brought down? You have the opening balance of stores and work in progress, right? How will you get this opening balance, sir? Sir, if you have some opening balance of stores, that means you have some material lying in the store. You purchased that material, entry is SLC to GLA, right? This 12,60,000 material is still lying in the store. That means this entry has not been squared off, right? That means it is still lying in the store. The entry for that is still SLC to GLA. That means this balance is standing in the GLA account also, right? Because this entry has not been issued to work in progress, not issued anywhere. So that means this entry is still standing as SLC to GLA 12,60,000. Similarly, for the WIP, 25,20,000. So here we are going to have balance brought down of how much? 12,60,000 plus 25,20,000. So this is my opening balance of GLA, that is 37,80,000, right? The remaining what we are going to get is to balance carried down, right? So you will calculate the figure here. This will be your balancing figure. This is your balancing figure. Any doubts? Clear? So GLA account is closed, costing P&L account is closed, right? What else is left? Sir, only profit and loss account is left, nothing else is left. That is my financial profit and loss account. Clear? Now that is easy, I guess, isn't it? This is easy. Now you can try doing it on your own. Sir, in the profit and loss account financial, what you are going to take is, I'll just write down figures you will put in. By sales, you have calculated the figures, right? By closing stock, closing stock of what? One you have the stores raw material and one you have WIP. Any doubt? Right? Here you will have two opening stock of RM and WIP. Then you will have two RM purchased. This is, I am preparing the this financial one. Then wages incurred, two wages, to factory overheads. In the financial, we'll always take what is actually incurred, right? Now, while preparing this financial statements, you have to consider the part which we ignored. That is this part, sir. This part now you have to consider. Income from investments 4 lakh and loss on sale of fixed asset 8,40,000. Now here I'll write by income from investments. Income from investments, right? 4 lakh and to loss on fixed assets, to loss on sale of fixed assets, that is 8,40,000. So you will get the net profit or net loss, right? So this is the only thing. This figure we have calculated. This figure we have calculated from the accounts. This we have. RM purchased is given to you in the question. Wages, factory overheads actually incurred. Here you have to take actually incurred. Here you have to take actually incurred. Means actually incurred means this part. This part. This part. Wait a second. This part. This is actually incurred. And in the financials, we always take what? We always take actual figures, right? So you will get the profit or loss from here. Clear, sir? Right, sir. So this is all about question number 6. A very good question and expected question from the examination point of view. Any doubts? So next lecture, we'll wind up this practical part. Question number 7, the last question. Again, a very important question. Similar question, I think the same, I don't know about the figures, I don't remember, but the same question is there in your ICS study mat also, right? A very good question, expected question from examination point of view, right? So what you have to do is you have to revise up till this point, right? All those who are having my books, you can practice from there. You can start practicing the non-integrated accounting questions from there, right? Start with that and start solving the SM question also. So see you guys in the next lecture. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you so much.